Hey, glad you're back in the No Comfort Zone. This is the podcast that'll motivate and inspire you to become the ideal version of yourself. See you inside the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
We are back at it again in the No Comfort Zone. Hi, this is Dan. I'm going to be your host for the next 8 to 10 minutes talking about how to become a better version of yourself. There's a couple of things that I wanted to cover really quick, kind of let me go through the transition. Do me a favor. If you are liking the podcast, I would love for you to go to Apple iTunes or wherever you consume your podcast and hook me up with a 5-star rating and review. I would greatly appreciate it. Here's the reason why. I have a big ego, as well as I would love for people just like you who are out there searching for some information and need some motivation, need some help in their life to go in the right direction. This is where you come in to help somebody else. Contribute by taking the action to making a online review so somebody else can read it and find me. Greatly appreciate it. You're helping not only me, but you're helping somebody else, and you're going to feel good about it when it's all said and done. The other part is this. If you have goals, if you don't have goals, if you're getting to the point in your life and you're just like, man, I just want more. I just want to be held accountable. I just want to go to the next level. And I've been stuck for a while in the same place. Absolutely. Launch into the newer version of yourself. Go to launchwithdan.com. Launchwithdan.com. Get on my calendar. That's all that'll be there, a calendar. When you go to the calendar, put your time in. I'll give you a call. We'll have a conversation. And my goal is to get you unstuck. And I can pretty much guarantee that you will. All right. That's enough of the business side of the podcast. Let me talk to you about what I just heard. Everyone's got a version, a different version, whatever version of their own no comfort zone. It's that time and place and that opportunity where you're like, you know what, screw it. I'm done being me. I am done being this person. I want to go into the next version of myself. I want to be better. I don't want to be average anymore. There's a lot of information that's out there. There's so many distractions out there too. I'm one of millions of people that is trying to motivate you to get you to become the ideal version of yourself. But the truth be told, it's super simple. And everybody's got this, but it's not easy. And everybody's got this version of it. Some of us have gone through it after we've gone through adversity. So here's what I'm going to throw your way. I heard somebody today say that you need to go basically hide yourself for 90 days. Hide yourself for 90 days. This is their version of it. Hide yourself for 90 days and become unrecognizable by what you do during that 90 days. Have a higher work ethic than you've ever had before. Go into accomplishment mode with basically no connection to the outside world, no direct connection to the outside world. Kind of what I did. I couldn't do it solely. And if I could do, grab 60 days and just completely retreat and go, off in the mountains somewhere or just completely disconnect, I would absolutely do it. Shit, that sounds like a goal, doesn't it? Well, when you get away and you just go into yourself and you go inward to do your soul searching and figure out who you want to be and where you want to go, it's wonderful. And when I say it's wonderful, that's what I'm selling. I'm trying to get you on the phone call so I can sell you on the idea how wonderful it is to be the version of yourself that you want to be. There's no BS. When you get on the phone call, I am selling you on the idea that you can become and really will become the better version of yourself that you always wanted to be. It's a simple choice. It's one of the greatest finds that we have as human beings is when we have the power to choose who we want to be and we go towards that ideal. I discovered that for myself, and I absolutely want to share that with the world. And that's what this podcast is for. So if we take it to the blueprint, my version of the no comfort zone was become aware. I had to become aware of who I am. All of my procrastination, all of my distractions, all of my overwhelm, all of my victimhood, all of my successes and failures, adversity. I had to take all that and figure out, okay, how the hell did I get here? What big choices did I make in my life in order for me to wind up here in the basement, fat, unhealthy, on the verge of a heart attack or a stroke? How did I get to that point? Yeah, it's because of my decision-making process, choices I've made, decisions I've got involved in. And here's where I'm at today. So I got to identified where I'm at, how I got there. I also identified, you know what? This is not the person I want to be. I want to be the complete opposite. So I had to get rid of some of those things that I was doing before. I had to change who I wanted to be. And when I started to make the change, amazing things started to happen in my life. Change started to help me. I committed to do one thing. I got rid of some others. And by getting rid of those others, that vacuum was filled with better habits and better choices and better decisions, better opportunities that started coming my way because I started to live in my ethics. I was going in the direction of who I wanted to be. That's what I want for you. But the best part is when I decided where I wanted to go and who I wanted to be, and I had that picture, that self-image of the person I wanted to be. What did I want to look like? Where did I want to live? What did I want to do? How did all of these things line up? And I held that vision in my mind for a while. But the most important part is I had faith and I had belief that I would get to that version of myself. But I knew 100% I was going to have to work my ass off. And that's what this video that I saw today was talking about. You're going to have to go in deep, 90 days. You're going to have to work harder than you've ever worked before, and keep it simple. And I can explain to you how to go into your no comfort zone. And when you come out, you're unrecognizable. I find that fascinating. A long time ago, I was really working out shortly after my divorce. I was really working out heavy. I mean, I was probably got down to 150 pounds and I was in really horrible shape. And I decided to work out real heavy. And when I got really and fit and all this stuff, I decided after about 90 days, I decided to take off my sweatshirt because I've never looked at myself in the mirror. And I was shocked. I was amazed at what I looked like in the mirror. I had no idea that I actually had those type of muscles. I really didn't pay attention for 90 days. I just could not believe it. And I was disciplined for those 90 days. I had to because everything else around me was falling apart. It wasn't a no comfort zone period because I still kept I had bad behaviors and bad habits and certain situations I couldn't get out of. The whole idea of going through a no comfort zone is to get rid of anything that's familiar, go through the arduous task of working on yourself, facing your fears, choosing new realities, and really working towards that ideal. And what's absolutely amazing to me is that when I finally got to the end of the no comfort zone, I looked back and I'm like, one, that was harder than I thought, but easier now that it's completed. I've done it. Kind of like Marine Corps boot camp. I did it. It wasn't that bad. Wow, but I did it. And that's what I want for you too. I'd love an opportunity to work with you. I'd love for you to come out of this no comfort zone of your own. We can design one for you. We can put one together, which would be fun as hell for me to do for you. We can do that on the call, launchwithdan.com. And when you're done, you'll become unrecognizable. People that you're familiar with now, girlfriends, ex-wives, employees, employers, customers, family, everybody that you're around, you're going to come out of this and they're going to be like, what the hell is that? That transformation is awesome. It's magical. Yeah, and that's what I want for you. So, hey, today, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Remember, go into a place where you can work really hard on yourself, and at the end of it, you can become unrecognizable. Let me help you out with that, launchwithdan.com. But until then, do me a favor. Today's that day for you to get outside of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.